Hello, fans of Faerun, and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights, the core campaign. Last time, I went through this sewer complex to get to Baram's headquarters, and that's where we're standing out in front of, and that's what I'm going to tackle today. So let's get right into this, and head into Baram's sewers. Alright, if I remember correctly, this area has a bunch of Naga sorcerers, or not Nagas, Yuan-Ti sorcerers, and all the were-rats. Right now, it looks like there's a bunch of undead creatures that we've been dealing with. So let me go ahead and hit this morgue with an acid arrow. And then we'll just cleave through all these ghouls. Just like that. Just leaves the morgue, and he's already taken a ton of damage, so this should be pretty quick. Okay, I don't have any more Rod of the Ghost. But when I rest again, I'll have 2 activations. Okay, I think this next area is gonna like this. Let's see. Set up my quick bar real quick, because I want to use Fireball from this pretty exclusively. Okay, and now that I can see around this corner, we'll fire a Fireball. And again, that should have killed most of the ghouls. Looks like it did. We'll get through these by cleaving them and then going after the morgue again. See, I thought maybe it's just the Yuan-Tis are at the end of the sewer. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of treasure in this area either, but I think the next area makes up for that pretty well. Ah, there's the were-rats that I was talking about. So let's do what I do and get in position to throw a fireball. Nope. Let's ignore that and throw a fireball right here. Oh, that's a were-rat captain. Gonna need to retreat from that because he spewed some kind of nastiness at me. We'll hang out here for a second. Alright. Looks like we've got a few were-rats. The captain didn't come and follow us, so let's take care of these little ones first. Alright. And we've dealt with were-rats enough that this should be pretty pedestrian. None of these are rogues, so they're not getting sneak attack on me. Took care of all the rogues first. Alright, and they're down. We'll take their junk, which equates to about 6 gold. Alright, now on to the captain. And again, my shield has disappeared from the quick bar slot, and I don't know why it does that, but if he's a tougher were-rat, let's get some shield going. He also appears to be a spellcaster, and he has stunned me. Stunning sucks. Alright. But now that it's gone, we should just be able to beat up on him. He might get some spells out, he might not. And all the while, I think he is regenerating because that's a part of being a lycanthrope. Ah, here's some treasure. Ooh, prismatic spray. I have not gotten up to the level I need to learn that spell. And we found another Fey Warden crossbow, which will turn into gold. Probably as soon as I get out of these sewers. We'll take that Were-Rat's gem. Okay, so this is the area with Yuan-Ti sorcerers. So I'm just going to run straight in and try and beat up on them as fast as possible. Actually, nope, yeah, they're Yuan-Ti necromancer. Okay, she's turned invisible, and she has stone skin, so it's annoying. She has 57 points of it left. No, she has a bunch left. 80, it looks like. Looks like she cast Stone Skin on herself multiple times. Okay, she's trying to entangle me, but I'm already next to her, so it doesn't matter. And now that I can see her, I don't have a 50% miss chance. Alright, there she goes. Alright, that was a little bit of a tougher fight than I remembered. Mostly just because of that stone skin. Alright, we got some mercenaries. Go ahead and try and take out the rogues first. Because that way I don't get sneak attacked. Okay. So yeah, as long as I'm focusing on the rogue, they can't sneak attack me. And there's only one rogue left. Get the Great Cleave going, and down they all go. Alright, I thought there was a second necromancer in this area, but I guess not. Oh, apparently I missed that trap the first time through. That's kind of funny. Alright, now let's continue on into Baram's lair. Okay, if I remember correctly, this is one of the cool spots. There is a giant necromantic ritual going on with 2 Yuan-Ti necromancers. And I can't attack them right now. They are safe. And what they're doing is they're summoning skeletons and spirits to make, I think, greater mummies? We'll see once I beat up on these things. I have to stop the ritual. Okay, I can't hurt that one. And that should have... Yep, greater mummy. But that should have stopped the spirits from getting out. Okay, he tried to hit me with a disease, but I'm immune, so that's always fun. Okay, couple more wailings on him, and I should be good. Nope, except he knows how to heal himself. Alright, so one thing is he should not be able to heal himself unless he knows negative energy, but I don't think he's casting negative energy on himself. But, you know, limitations of scripting back in '92. Oh. Okay. I don't know if that was going to hurt me, but just didn't want to be in the ring of fire when it came down. Now that should have stopped the spirits, I think. And then there is a second room. Oh, I want to read this parchment too real quick. This lengthy sheet of aged and yellowed parchment contains several complex drawings annotated in a strange language. The impression one gets at a glance is that the contents involve some form of necromantic ritual. On the reverse side is written the following: Sisters of the Night, it falls on you to see the ritual through that will provide Baram with the army he requires. This Akamic ritual will infuse the bones of the long buried with the spirits of the mourned and form a powerful mummy construct. Baram should be pleased with the results. So long as you read the words of the ritual, you will be protected from harm. Allow nothing to distract you. Ensure that the skeletal priests continue their worship unhindered, and that the tablets remain intact, or your ritual will be worthless. Success will bring you great status within the new order, so you are promised. It is signed with one name, Mogram. Alright, so that's showing that Mogram is helping. Mogram, and thus the Cult of the Eye, is helping Baram. And now, if I remember correctly, I want to not be in this ritual chamber. There we go, that bear goes away. I want to try and take on the witches simultaneously, but I have some mummies and some undead coming after me, so we'll deal with that first. Now, if I remember correctly, this is actually a good place that if you want to just grind some levels, you can let them just keep making these mummy constructs and slowly gain your levels. But it's usually not worth the time to kill the mummy. Well, it's worth the effort to kill the mummies if they exist, but it's not really worth the time to just sit there and farm 13 experience per. Alright, so as we've seen this, there's morgues and skeleton warriors. So let's switch over to my skeleton setup. And again, usually a longsword would not be very good against skeletons, but this one deals sonic damage, so that's why I'm doing it. And I have an amazingly good strength, so that's making up for the damage reduction that the skeletons get. And I just don't want to change to a different a blunt weapon. Alright, so we know we have to kill off these tablets. And I believe after I kill off the tablets, I need to kill off the altar of bone. I guess not. Ah, there it goes. We'll watch it for a second. That blows up. And there is a loot bag left over here. Grab the bolts, cuts their magic. Alright. So, oh, missed this urn. Bit of gold. Alright, so now I fight the Yuan-Ti necromancers. Summoned Direboar became ferocious. Need to switch to the staff first. And we'll fireball here. And then switch back to sword and board. I don't want to attract the attention of the second necromancer. That's why I'm just dealing with this stuff over here. I want to try and take care of these. Plus, if I hit this necromancer right now, she has an aura about her that will hurt me. So we'll just get out of the way. I don't currently have any dispel effects. Okay. So, let me... Oh, she has spell protection too. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a drawn-out fight, I think. There we go. Her protections are down. Let me get out of the tendrils, or Eviard's black tentacles, as they are. And we'll just start wailing on her. Her fire spells aren't doing any harm to me, so I just keep hoping that she'll do those. And instead she'll pull out magic missiles. Okay, we're almost through her stone skins. And then she cast it again. Hooray. Gotta love those high-level wizards that know how to protect themselves. Alright, she's down. Her defenses are totally down now, so now I should just be able to wail on her. And down she goes. Alright. Then there's a skeleton, which I can't kill because it's a spirit. Oh, she had some remains. That has a crypt key. Alright. This one has a summoned dire bear. Hooray! Come on. Okay, the dire bear does not seem to be interested in attacking me, so I'll just take care of it from here, I guess. Ah, here it comes. And that's why I didn't want to fight the dire bear right in front of her. But she does not have the same defenses as the other one up. They probably wore off while I was wailing on the other necromancer. Her only defenses really that are remaining are the stone skins. Okay, it's just a dire boar. I'm not super worried about that. And her stone skins are gone. This should be pretty quick to end this. Especially now that she can't cast spells at me. Alright, let me check some of these loot boxes. Make sure I got everything, especially since this one was locked. I didn't open it. Hey, a potion. Awesome. Need those. Rubel. And Necromancer's Journal. This small, leather-bound journal is filled with notes written in a hurried and almost decipherable script. Most of them seem to relate to the complex creation of some kind of gargoyle statue that will bestow magical power upon the necromancer's ally, who, by the description, is undoubtedly Baram. One of the last notes reads, "The latest statues have been fired and inscribed with all the proper runes. Our ally wishes to use them immediately, even though we have warned him that they will be very fragile until they have time to properly set. He is far too impatient." Okay, so that's your next hint on how to beat Baram. Basically, he's unhurtable while the gargoyle statues are intact. So, you have to kill those. Now, if you were astute, you might have noticed that there was a door over here. Go ahead and just knock now. And let's go in that door now that there are no enemies. And of course it's a dire spider, our worst enemy, arthropods. Now, with my new shield, it seems that the arthropod is having problems, so the spider goes down. And into the next spider we go. Alright. Go ahead and loot these sad victims of the spider attacks. And there is an important... oh, a phase spider. Alright, so these are... I think we've encountered these before, but these spiders in this game can teleport. Basically, in the real game, in the paper RPG, they can move into the ethereal plane and thus ghost through things, essentially looking like they teleport. Oh, and there was a woman in here, just like in the second chapter when that druid was caught by spiders. Let's talk to Nanny.
Ilmater's mercy, where am I? What is this place?
Calm down, I freed you from this cocoon.
You freed me? Oh, the spiders. I remember. It is horrible, horrible. All the children are gone.
Children? You mean Londa's children?
Yes. You know of them. I am their nanny. It was horrible. The High Captain, he took the children from Miss Londa's home. He threw me to these spiders and he had the bigger children turned into creatures like himself. The smaller ones he gave to the other creatures too. All dead, all of them. This is all I have left of them. Find Miss Londa and give it to her. And tell her I tried to save them. It was no use.
I shall try.
I cannot face Miss Londa. Not after that. I just got to get out of this place. Thank you for freeing me, my lord, but I must go.
Alright. So, she will flee the sewers. And at this point, I am going to rest up a bit, because I want the use of my ghost rods and all of my spells when I take on Baram. So give me 1 second, I'm going to go ahead and rest, and I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. Got my spells replenished, all my magic items get their daily charges back. Let's continue on into Baram's Crypt. Okay, pretty straightforward. Bunch of rogues. So, best thing we can do against a rogue? Fireball. It's not the best thing you can do against rogues, but I did it anyways. Best thing you can do against rogues is just beat them with a scythe. Okay, let's go ahead and get these rogues out of the way. Get some great cleave hits in. Okay, one more rogue, and then I don't have to really worry about sneak attacks. Go ahead and take out any of the guys who haven't transformed yet. Get them transformed. That way the damage will stick. And there we go. Again, at this point, relatively pedestrian to take on a group of were-rats. Have some potions. Don't need any bullets, but I will take this chance to healing kit myself. That way I don't have to use one of my potions immediately. Alright, a mercenary. Okay. One more rogue. And then, let's see. If I remember correctly, yeah, this is Baram's lair area. Just trying to see if there are any more enemies I have to contend with before I get over here. Do not want to attract Baram's attention quite yet. I think he has an ally. Okay, nope, I've attracted his attention, so we're going to run away for a second while I rot the ghost. And then, there's his ally. Yeah, go ahead and beat up on her. And, like the hint told me, I have to kill off these statues first. And even with my shield, he can do quite a bit of damage. Alright, so that should have removed all of his supernatural immunities. But he still has defensive spells up, so we'll have to beat on him until those go away. Okay, looks like he has 50 points of stone skin. Oh, nope, that went away real fast. Hopefully he'll drop some of these magic items he's beating me with. Okay. And even with all my defensive spells, he's hitting me quite good. But we should be able to take him down now. Okay, near death. A couple more hits from my sonic sword. Alright, down he goes. And he has a lot of magical loot, so we'll take magic armor, magic flail, magic dagger, some invisibility potions, and his head, because we need that to prove that we killed him. Alright, and then there's a bunch of loot boxes. So let's open them all up. Oh, I already opened them when I was over here. But I didn't disarm the traps. And a thing of armor. Having strength in this game is really nice. Makes it so you don't have to go into town as many times. You don't have to just break your quests to unload all this junk. But it's probably something I should do after this area. And what's the last thing in this chest? Is a simple silver necklace. Alright, and with that, we have defeated the first High Captain. We have figured out what happened to Londa's children. Such a sad thing to happen, but we'll report to her what happened to them. So, thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you next time in Faerun with Neverwinter Nights.